Ugh, terrible. That's the only word for it. Terrible performance from Liverpool at home to Forest. To be honest, I'm just going to vent about it, and then I'm going to give myself, and maybe some of you, a little bit of closure that we could just close the door on that and move on to bigger and better things this week, like the Champions League. It's bad enough the last weekend we had no football. Then I got COVID, and I've had COVID all week, and I'm finally back COVID free. I was like, oh, I'm just so glad that football's back. Oh yes, I'm finally starting to shift this COVID thing. Football's back. Who have we got actually? Forest? Grand. What, are we at home? It's going to be a bloodbath. You know, the first person I blame is you, international football, if you're watching. You just couldn't take it, could you? You just couldn't stand to see people enjoying their football again. You had to swoop in uninvited, take our best players, and muddle their brains with some international fucking fungus, Last of Us style, and just had us all walking around. I tell you, they came back playing like an international team, as in no fluidity and like they've never played together ever. Yes, I know Forest also had players away, but that's not what I'm venting. Look, I'm not putting the blame squarely on international football. God, do I hate you, international football. Plus, we have a new manager. He's trying to implement changes. He's trying to develop new muscle memory. It's a process that takes time. We're trying to get a little squirrel to come over to us here. We don't want to make any big sudden movements. But yes, I know Forest also had people on duty as well. I mean, even that, on duty. How fun. Yeah, I'm duty bound to go and play for... Look, granted, it's your country, fine. They like to do it, I guess. Can we not just say... as usual, you're not going to get any great tactical analysis here of what went wrong. Just really venting on how it made me feel. And I tell you the worst part is as well, is that I have a brand new fucking scale graphic thing. Can't even use it. Alright? Now look, before I go any further, you're obviously sitting there going, yeah. When are you going to talk about that t-shirt that you're wearing? Oh, this? The latest bit of merch? You like that? You got Endo being his beautiful self. That says Endo. And also you got this cool little quote from Klopp. We really need you. We really need you and your heart and your legs and your football ability and your football brain, your desire. We need it. Wataru Endo. Never a truer word spoken. I'd like to have seen him. I'd have liked to have seen him this Saturday. I tell you, I'd love, I mean, again, this is in my totally uneducated football knowledge, get him and Gravenberch as your holding players. Unleash McAllister in the Sobbo role. And Sobbo, mate, you know I love you. But you annoyed the shit out of me on Saturday, mate. I'm sorry. It's just I just don't like it. It was just frustration all around. It wasn't even on TV. I had to stream it on the phone. Back to those days again. And then 20 minutes after kickoff, I see my girlfriend, or my fiance, should we say. I see my future wife leaving the house, and I'm like, where are you going? You leave me with these animals? No, I forgot. No, you said it. No, you did say, yeah. Have fun. So, I'm changing shitty nappies, running around the house, the stream's dropping, can't get it back for ages. It's just so frustrating. And you know what? I hate to say it. Everyone pretty much played shite. Except you, Alison, of course. I can never stay mad at you. You big, beautiful bastard, and you saved us on more than one occasion. So yeah, apart from that, Alison, Gravenberch still played pretty well, still very good with the ball to feet. He's like a little Trent light that we have. We've already got a Trent in midfield now, alright? So stop messing around with what you're doing there. Although at the time, when he brought Bradley on, I was like, because I've been dying to see a bit more Bradley. I'm like, yes. And I was like, oh, Trent's off then, is he? And then I just seen he's there in the middle of the pitch. I'm like, oh, this, Bradley and Trent playing together. At last. It didn't really work out though. It just felt all wrong. Salah was back to, I don't want to say back because that's not his default, but Salah was just trying to force it too much. You know, we've seen that Salah where it's like, no, don't dribble, pass when you should have dribbled, definitely don't shoot. Like when he's trying to force it a little bit too much, Salah, he dribbles too much, he shoots too much. He was just trying to do too much himself. I'd like to see McAllister. McAllister's class wherever we put him. I'd like to see McAllister a bit further up. The worrying thing for me was that we actually played worse in the second half. Like we saw it last year where we had a terrible first half and then just get to half-time, Klopp will tell them what to do and then they'll go out and do it. But it was like we played a little better in the first half. When Diaz mugged off your man who was trying to just let it go out of play, and Diaz kept it in, said, "See ya, pals," and went up and smashed it off the post. I was like, 3-0 this. Easy. 3-0. I was so confident. But with situations like, I know I'm all over the place today, but like in situations like that where, okay, we made subs at 60 minutes and Diaz came off, Jota came off, right? Yeah. Salah stays on. And I get it, right? But surely in these sort of games, your difference maker is your players with a bit of razzle dazzle. Diaz, who's on fire at the minute, he's really the one who can create something out of nothing, pull a rabbit out of his arse and save us some points. Salah's not necessarily a run at you sort of, I'll beat you sort of thing. Nowadays, it's like a good pass, a good 1-2, like a beautiful Trivela pass, something. But it involves other teammates. And it requires that hive mind with a few other players, I think. Whereas Diaz can just go, all right, I'm going to do it all myself. And he's got the skills. All of a sudden you're like, huh? Where'd he go? So in these situations, I'd leave Diaz on and just maybe he can pull something out of his arse. Remember like Coutinho used to do. And if we're taking, look, I know Chiesa wasn't in the squad, so he's probably not fit yet. But in these sort of situations, I'd love to bring on a Chiesa and have two razzler dazzlers. You know, Thiago was in the stands. Forget it. And then I thought Núñez coming on 60 minutes. I was like, just give me Darwin Núñez, please. I was like, I've been loving this season. The only thing that I've been itching for is some more Darwin. It was just like the rest of them. Just wasn't able to get at and off. Anyway, it's not the end of the world. It's one of those that it's just like, yeah, everyone's gonna laugh. You have to deal with it online. You have to deal with it at work. You have to deal with it with your friends. Like, oh, what happened? Well, I thought you Slot was going to win the league. You just gotta fucking sit there like, yeah. No, it was shite. It was shite. Yeah. But you just gotta take it. You just gotta take it. The good news is that we don't have too long to dwell on it because we're off to Milan on Tuesday night. Back in the Champions League, back where we belong. If we lose that, then it doubles. But if we win or get a good draw or just a good performance, to be honest. I'll be honest, I haven't really looked up how this new format works. We just instead of a group of 4, you're in a group of about 10 and you're just playing all the time, but you don't have a home and away. It's just a home or away. I'm like, just fine. Just win. Whenever we play, just win. If anything, I'm glad that we've gotten Slot's first loss out of the way, because there's always a danger I felt of like when Liverpool are chasing a game, that do they know exactly how Slot wants them to react, or would they revert to the muscle memory of how it was with Klopp? So if anything was a carefully orchestrated loss, just get it out of the way now. So Slot says, actually, when this happens, do that. And when this happens, don't do that. And they're like, oh, okay, now we know what to do when we're trailing. Play better football. Genius. If you're even watching this right now, I commend you. Because I certainly wouldn't watch some dope talking about Liverpool when I just want to forget the whole thing. But thanks for being here. Just got to stew on it for another little bit. Just got to eat shit for another day or so. And then it's back to the bright lights, baby. So just a reminder, if you want this delicious t-shirt, I mean, at this stage I'm just making t-shirts that I just want to wear and offering them, I mean, at a price, of course, to sell to whoever wants them. But I have this one, and I have one in white with black text. I think they're quite fetching, I think you'll agree. So you can find them in the link below. If you want to join the Fantasy Football League, that's down below as well. Absolutely tanked this week. And as an update, the Patreon is gone. Already? Yes. I just quickly realised it was going to be way too much and that this channel was going to suffer as a result. So for everyone who signed up, thank you so much. There was three videos just for you. I kind of made a decision early. I'm like, you know what? I don't want this channel to suffer. I still want to do the watch-alongs, but I'm going to just do them here. So you'll all get to enjoy a nice watch-along if you want. I'm just going to wait for a televised match, ideally on a Sunday, but I'll keep you posted on when. Anyway, I'm sorry. I hope this was in some way cathartic. I've really said nothing here today. I'm sorry. That's football. Can't expect to win them all. Learning defeat is a part of victory. Anyway, up the fucking Reds. Have a great rest of the week. I will try and get back midweek to cover the Milan game, and up the fucking Reds.